I'm Lori Kanata, and welcome to Reference Services the Perimeter Library Way, Part 1. By the end of this video series, you should be able to state why patrons don't ask what they mean, what a reference interview is, the anatomy of the reference interview, and Rooster and Reference and User Services Association's guidelines for behavior performance of reference and information service providers. So why don't they say what they mean? Before a student asks their question, they go through mental gymnastics. They want information on rabbit gestation. Seems like a simple question. So why not just say that at the desk? Well, the student may go through these series of thoughts. Keep in mind that some students don't want to be a bother, so they overprocess. So they start with, I need information on rabbit gestation, and now they think, oh, this information should be found in books. Books are in large numbers in the libraries. Books in the libraries are organized by general subjects. The general subject for rabbits is animals, so maybe it's possibly biology or science, but taking a guess is more likely science. Yes, science is a good bet. If I could be pointed towards the science section, I should be able to find my book on rabbit gestation. Um, I want to find it without a lot of help, so, and because libraries are like grocery stores, I just ask for the aisle or the general area where the book is, and I should be able to find it. And that's how we get the question, where are the science books? Which, as you know, isn't helpful at all because we have thousands of science books, possibly on one floor. Let's move on to what is a reference interview. Much like a job interview, a reference interview is the interaction between user and a reference information professional to determine an information need. As we saw with the rabbit gestation example, students do not always precisely ask for what they need. They may need help determining that need or help determining the best resources, and that's how we stay employed. And so why do we conduct a reference interview? As stated before, students need help determining the need and sometimes what's going to service that need. So we as information professionals are trying to elicit from the student the following: the type of resource needed. This may be determined by the professors, as some assignments specifically require articles, books, or websites. Some professors also specify how many resources to use. For instance, they may require 5 scholarly sources, 1 book, 2 trade journals, and so on. What's the purpose of the assignment, or what's the question or hypothesis the student is trying to prove? Also, timing. Timing is important and may determine if a resource is appropriate or not. If they want information on rabbit gestation and there is a dissertation with the title, The Rabbit Gestation Process, it may not be a good fit for an English paper that is due in 1 week. And nobody wants to read an entire dissertation. And lastly, the level of information need. And if the resources for that English paper that is only 3 pages long, a better database to search may be Academic Search Complete instead of Web of Science or Science Direct. It would be different if this was for a senior level biology class. That student would have advanced knowledge and therefore need more advanced resources than an English student writing a general introductory paper on a science topic. And so for more information on determining the information needs of users and why they don't ask for what they really want, read these one-page articles. The first one is entitled Tough Questions. The second one, first contact, identifying the needs of your patrons. And the third, misconceptions, what prevents patrons from stating their real information needs, such as the rabbit gestation question. The links to these articles are in the comments section. The reference interview will be covered in part 2 of Reference Services, the Perimeter Library Way. Stay tuned.